welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clack Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK, and welcome back to Chessenta on the southern coast of the Sea of Fallen Stars, as we return to our rebellious crew here, fermenting in the port town of Meth, on the large body of water that is the Methmere, contained as it is of formidable monsters, bringing the wrath of the gods to the humble fisherfolk. But hey, that's another story. Hey, a massive thank you to everyone who's joining us already. Great to see everybody jumping in already. Thank you for being there. Pleasure to have you all. And thank you for those subscriptions. People who I already said thank you to. Good to see everyone in there. Ziggy, good to see you. Mooncloud, hello. Hey, Baron. Looking forward to our one-shots in 12 hours' time. Okay, so my friends, we are here, and we are saying a big thank you to all those people in that pre-rail, and another extra special one to our friend CZRPG, who has given us the fantastic Davernier's... Oh, hang on, that's not right. Davernier's Pocketbook 2 Ravenloft. 5 new domains of dread with maps and Dark Lords and lore all thought out. And a bunch of player options for your Ravenloft games as well. ! Enter in chat for your chance to win a copy of this fabulous thing. And also, let's just say a big thank you to our artists for this campaign of ours. Boop. Those two are right there. Solitine and Sephiroth did these beautiful pieces of art for us here. And the fantastic intro that you are about to enjoy comes from Carolyn Sturgrove themselves. Patch, thank you very much, sir. Now, last time we were here in Chessenta, panic was in the streets as Carolyn and Scuff's shopping expedition was cut short when the wrath of the sea bitch, Umberly, erupted from the lake and pulled the hapless fishermen down into their watery graves. Carolyn and Scuff forced their way through the panicking, fleeing crowds to find their other friends Lucio, Arias, and somewhere in some face, Reese, on the docks. They tried to find out what had happened as Lucio summoned a space penguin and had them dive into the water. The new Spelljammer race, the Dolor, coming as a little find familiar buddy. Lucio, did you see all of your options now? Did you see the extras in your character sheet? Muted. I'm gonna I say it's yes. I put all of them in there. There's a lot. It's like all the ones that come with the spell and the Dolor as well. And as the little penguin had a swimmer about, he did not find anything except a nasty zombified-looking shark fin, as the goddess Umberly likes to use those creatures in her attacks. And as they quickly beat a retreat from the docks and all of the Jedricks and guards on high alert there, they returned to their house, where they lay low and talked through things, including Carolyn threatening said goddess to leave Arius the fuck alone. We'll see how that goes. And they spent the night. Phenicus, my namesake, who was... Oh, hang on, why have I got two... I have two frames. Sorry. New overlay, who dis? Which one's this? Hang on, it's bugging me now. Okay, that's the one we don't want. Go away. Sorry. Okay. Oh, and same for you, Kellen. That's right. I had a spark of inspiration and got a better font for our frames, and I put in the new ones and didn't delete the old ones, so we both have double frames. There we go. That's better. Okay. So yes. Sorry, as I was saying, my namesake here, Phenicus, the Dampier, who enjoys feeding on the nightmares and dreams of our adventurers here so much, I'm afraid went off to enjoy the buffet that was the fever dreams and panic nightmares of the entire city of Merth that night, which left our adventurers open to dream as they would, and this led Lucio on a little trip home to the court of Mice and Owls. Damn it! I forgot the name again. It's in the journal. I believe it was the court of Mice and Owls. As they travelled back to the Feywild and met with some of the courtiers of one of the winter courts there, and they, having used their powers to summon this space penguin for the first time, caught the attention of those in the bureaucracy of the winter courts and had to do a little bit of paperwork. But they did make a date to meet up with Euthith again soon and look into certain Fey deals that Lucio is interested in. The next day, they finally got to go on their shopping trip, and they went to Dress Well, and Carolyn had a fabulous time swanning about the place and choosing all sorts of delightful fabrics, and also convincing the shopkeeper to help design some flammable Jedrick uniforms for shenanigans in the future. Speaking of shenanigans, Lucio resummoned their familiar as a raven, and it flew up to the rookery on the fort, where all of the messages come and go from the people in charge. Sneaking in and pooping on the guard, they stole some of the letters and brought them back to aid in their forgery endeavours in the near future. Then they returned through the streets as Lucio and Carolyn talked and had a heart-to-heart about Carolyn's forgotten love. Well, forgotten by all but her. And Lucio, feeling that vibe because they, too, have been threatened with return to the Feywild and all of their friends and family forgetting who they are. As they talked about this and travelled through the streets back towards their home so that Kaelin may make a start on all of these fabulous outfits, there was a sudden ruckus and fever to the streets once again as concerned folks had predicted that this might happen, but the rebellion fermenting, simmering under the surface of the town of Meth has bubbled to the surface and boiled over in the street of Grocers. And that is where we left things last time. And that is where we return to this week's Chessenta's Tyranny. And welcome back. Now, my friends, this music is a bit chill, isn't it? For rioting grocers. Let us switch it up a bit here. Okay, so as Meth is plunged once more into violence and uprisings, not from the waters this time, but from the streets, let us meet this rebellious crew that have been fermenting in the streets of Meth. Going around the overlay from myself, Lucio. Who are you?
Hello.
Who are you playing, and where are they at?
I am Emma City Art on Twitter, and I am playing Lucio Lucernus, who is a slightly crazed, slightly manic, fey creature who believes he has caused many deaths and is currently in his angst era. But he's a keen fermenter, and where he sees a revolution arising, he will surely go with his familiar, who just got singed on a candle. Little Basil.
No.
That's all.
Okay,
You're
thank
gonna
you.
be okay.
And moving across, Carolyn.
Hello, I'm Patch from QuestJunkiesUK, long-time collaborator with this wonderful channel. Today I am reprising the role of the sassy yet classy Order of Scribes Kalishtar wizard Kellen Sturgrove, who was looking forward to a day of making new clothes, new uniforms for their found family, but it sounds like revolution is on the streets. And we'll see how she's feeling. She's feeling a lot. We'll see which way it ends up.
Fair. Arius, your good self.
Hello, I am Lily. I am playing Arius, the grumpy sea elf, who is Luce's close friend. We'll just leave it like that. At the moment, he is feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that the sea goddess has been threatened by his other good friend, Kaelin. But he is very keen to ferment and basically follows Luce around like a little sea dog. So, yeah.
Thank you. Moving down, Scuff.
Hello, I am Scuff, or rather, I am playing Scuff, previously a guardsman of the Chessenta army, now turning a new leaf, traveling with thieves and tricksters, fermenting rebellion and creating an uprising in a world previously ruled by, well, let's just say an iron hand.
Indeed. Still, unfortunately, but we're working on it.
Still, we're getting there.
Indeed. But just for me and Patrick, we could leave out the turning over a new leaf things. It's a little too soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both lost a treant. Okay.
Oh no.
And last but not least, skulking in the shadows and holding a tune, Reese.
I'm Aelin. I play Reese, the resident criminal. Sometimes healer.
Fully embraced it.
Surprisingly, not a killer. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Jury's still out.
We all know Reese is a lover,
Isn't
not a
that
killer.
right, Baz?
True.
Okay. Thank you, my friends.
This guy is asleep. He is not. He's just asleep. He's gonna be here. I don't
Can't see
know how
him.
long.
We're zoomed in on you, so I can't see. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. You guys are missing out.
Oh, there he is. Okay. So, thank you all, and please tell me, what are you doing as the bells once more peal out through the streets and the horns blare and the people of Meth scatter, dashing into their homes as the Jedricks, already on the alert after the attack in the harbour, mobilize and start belting through the streets, yelling at everyone to get indoors and get off the cobbles.
It's happening!
Oh, It's happening, all right.
Just getting my fabrics out.
Well, it's gonna have to wait now.
We don't even have like, I don't know, like a sigil or sign that we're on the side of the rebellion. We haven't had time to make Fermenters Guild uniforms.
I'm sure the people will take care of some of that stuff for us.
Carolyn, are you running through the streets with like bales of cloth over your shoulder?
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time.
Arius, you've been involved in skirmishes before. What do we do next?
I haven't been involved in all-out war.
Are you sure?
No, I was a covert assassin.
You probably have been implicated in some wars.
Not this one yet.
Keyword.
Yet.
I will do what you ask me, Luce.
Well, at the very least, let's go have a look.
The
see what's
fabric
happening.
away, maybe, so that it doesn't get damaged.
But how are we going to make banners? To rally the people.
It sounds like the people are quite rallied.
Seems like
Rallied, roiled, ruddy angry, if you ask me.
Trying to present solutions.
Should we put like bags over our heads so that if this kind of coup fails, then the Judricks won't know who we are?
Brilliant idea.
this won't fail.
Reese just changed his face.
Put them in a bag.
Arius uses his shirt and just pulls it up.
Kerlin telepathically speaks to Inky and just says, whilst looking at Reese, saying, "One day, Inky, we've got to figure out how to do that."
The corner of the book is like peeking out of your satchel on the sides, and it's like, this is exciting. I must write about this. You can just hear this.
Wait, you can write yourself? Oh my god, that saves me so much time.
Right.
Oh my god, I can say, Inky, take this down.
Oh no, a new dictator has arisen.
Oh dear.
Excellent.
Okay, so are you heading towards the Street of Grocers or towards Venicus's house,
Course.
or what?
Oh, do we have to drop off the quilts and stuff? We might
Right,
want to,
Kellen,
right?
let's go drop off your quilts. Let's go. I mean, your fabric. Oh.
Reese was just like, "Are you gonna put it in like your bag of holding?" But
Oh,
That's a really good point. Let me run back.
we turn around. God damn it, we wasted 10 minutes. We're going to miss the beginning of the rebellion. That's when all the good
yes,
stuff
but now
happens.
we can pick our route. We can sneak in.
Yeah, we can get to the best bits.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're going to try and sneak through the back streets and things?
Yes.
Hells yeah.
Okay, now, are we going to do this? We'll do this as a group check. You have advantage because of the scouting and the work that you have done, the reconnaissance work that you have done in this area.
Lucky. Would have been a natural one.
Fun. I'm just mentally preparing for my role.
Okay, so, Reese, how did you go?
That is a natural 20
4?
or 26.
Nice. Scuff.
I need your dice.
Sorry. What did you want?
Stealth at advantage.
Yeah. With advantage?
Yes.
Ooh, then I don't have to roll with disadvantage. 20 then.
20, nice. Arias?
Also 20.
Nice. Kerlin?
Also 20.
And Luce?
Ow.
Playing down this secret passage. I got 5.
Oh, wow. But your friends just grab you and
Well,
just
plus
like...
4, but still.
I put my hand over Lisa's mouth. Shh.
Okay, even with Lucy's best efforts, that is still an average of 15, which is amazing considering everyone else is over 20.
Really brought us down, Luce.
Really hangs it down there.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It wasn't quite that bad. It was a little better than that because I didn't have the +4. Sorry, I just put it as 5.
Dude, no,
So
I don't.
a smidge better.
Same vibe.
How
Same
present
vibe.
do you need to be, Malaki, for the giveaway? So long as you're logged into chat, you're all good. We appreciate the lurks. Okay. Oh, patches at Lucasade.
Oh, it's
Okay.
old-fashioned diagram.
Sorry, I just saw orange. Got
When was the last thing you had
nostalgic.
Lucasade, John?
Oh, decades.
Oh my god.
It's been a very, very long time. Okay. First thing we have when we get back is Yoki Bars and Ribena.
Ah.
I love Ribena.
Okay. So, and Monster Mash. Fantastic.
Ate some of those the other day.
Okay, so as you slip into the back streets, you are able to. Hang on, I should probably go with the bell still ringing. You are able to slip unseen through the quieter and unimpeded routes of the way through the city here. And how would you like to approach the area of interest?
Guns blazing?
All right.
Nah.
Who gave Luce a gun?
The campaign.
Yeah, the campaign
had a
please had a
gun.
gun.
It's like that. It's like that meme of the kid running around the pool. It's like, what do you got there? It's like, a knife.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey kids, welcome in. Good luck with the giveaway.
Actually, I think it would be Arius who would make the campaign shorter with a gun. I think Lucy would make it longer.
Yeah.
Around the point. Arius would be like, okay, let's
Boom.
go.
Point me in the right direction. Okay, so yes, you start to stealth forward, and unseen, you're able to clamber up onto the rooftops of the kind of block-like squarish, squared-off buildings here. We're realizing CGRPG's dreams of Assassin's Creed here as you clamber up
Mine too.
the conveniently placed ladder onto the rooftop and duck underneath the billowing laundry that is strung between the wooden poles on top there, and creeping across to the kind of wattle and daub wall that sticks up above the level of the roof, you peer over the edge and you see a tense standoff as, looking down into the street of grocers, you see a large number of carts and stalls upended in the street, and arrayed behind them the local merchants, taxed the heaviest by the new regime and pushed to the edge the shortest, the soonest, as they take cover as the occasional crossbow bolt or short bow arrow thuds into the woodwork of the carts, as the Jedricks are lined up at the other end of the street, taking cover along the walls, as bricks and stones and glass bottles are hurled in their general direction. Some of them fashioned into Molotov cocktails, so clearly some fermenting been going on. Probably a batch of potatoes that didn't get sold in time, put to good use.
Guys, what do we do?
You want
I
us?
can make some of those. I point at the Molotov cocktails. I don't want to really hurt anyone.
Aren't we supposed to be hiding them?
Alchemist's fire?
I do have Alchemist's Fire, but there are some civilians over there. I can see.
This newfound
But
restraint.
yes, Arius, to your response, I would like to maim and not kill. ideally.
How many Jedricks are there?
John.
John.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
John.
How many Jedricks are there? Roughly?
There are 15 at the moment.
Cool. Arius will sheepishly go, I can do something. It might kill some of them.
Well,
Otherwise,
There's a good 30 feet between the civilians and the Jedricks.
yeah, it might kill some of the Jedricks. Is that fine?
what's our plan for this whole? What's the outcome we want to see from this?
I don't really think that far ahead.
Neither.
I guess.
Well, if we're thinking
the
about our
plan-
entrance plan, we need to be thinking about our exit plan.
Oh, I was thinking we could get like some like tacos later, and go eat, have like a picnic by the beach.
What is it?
Okay,
That
but-
was before.
What are we going to do about the Jedricks? What are we going to do about the civilians?
I thought we were killing the Jedricks. And
Well, we don't have enough money to get tacos for everyone. I was only thinking of like us. I'm not that rich. Oh, you mean the fermentation? I'm sorry.
Yes, that's fine. It's good to have the taco plan, but we have to get to the taco plan first.
But if we even out
The
the
taco
number,
is the goal.
then surely the civilians will stand a better chance.
Tactical attack and counter-offensive.
That sounds smart.
Taco.
Arius, see, I knew you'd be good at this. Right, so how
Sure.
do we do that?
We are on a roof. He stands up slightly to kind of survey. If one of us, I mean, I have an idea, but if anyone else has a less lethal idea, we can just pop something down there. Boom.
I'm sure most Jedricks of the local variety, the non-mercenary Jedricks, most of them would rather stand down than die to a insurrection. Some of
But
them
would they
probably-
underestimate us?
They might. I do think that the mercenaries, however, would fight for all they have, or flee if anything.
I
mean,
will
the
stand here and
mercenaries' coin is not worth very much if they aren't alive to spend it.
Indeed.
John,
Did
how
we not
did-
give them the option to join us?
With a ground
We
map
could.
show, we could probably convince some to join and some to flee.
John, how well armed do the people look right now?
The grocers.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, like, weaponry is banned here. That's why you've been hiding it so much. So very, very, very poorly.
Arius, what were you going to suggest?
My bit of wisdom in this situation is that fear is stronger than love.
Yep. Agreed.
If we're trying to
In
get
this
people on our
specific
side.
scenario, I actually do agree with you.
Gotta do
How
what
do
we
we
gotta
get the
do
Jedricks to
then.
fear us and not the people?
We could yell for the people before we do whatever we do.
Sounds good.
We could punctuate it with a good, like, strong huzzah, and then go give them some Molotov cocktails.
I mean, they are trying to kill the merchants, so if we retaliate, it was kind of a they started it deal. So
We could use, if there's like a dead body of a civilian, we could like put it up on like the side and be like, look what they did to you, inspire rebellion.
This should be
That
said
might be a
as
bit gruesome.
this conversation is happening, the number of Jedricks is increasing, and the danger to civilians likewise.
Guys, the number of Jedricks is increasing and the danger to civilians is mounting.
it's kind
Come on.
of good if the number is increasing, because if we throw something in, it will get more of them. More maiming for the price of less.
Let's rally the people.
Yeah, who's good at rallying the people?
Not me.
Carolyn.
Loose.
Also, we are gonna
Carolyn.
compromise ourselves if any of us do it. I feel like it should probably be Reese, because Reese can turn into anyone. Maybe perhaps a figure that they trust.
No, this needs to be one of us. Carolyn, you're good
Okay.
at talking to people.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Well, cause us to
You're
be good
protected
enough
while
to
it's
die
off.
for it to succeed.
Okay, Kaelin, you do the thing, and then Arius, you do your thing, and then we just jump into action and get tacos.
You want me to do the thing with the generation, like now?
A scream
Once-
echoes up from the street.
once
You
Kaelin's
look
on the thing-
over, and two of the grocers are dragging away one of the others, grievously wounded, not dead, but stuck in the shoulder by a crossbow bolt.
Right,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna-
do my thing. You guys do your thing. You do
Yeah.
the talking after the bit maiming.
Okay. I'm gonna just thumb over my necklace, releasing its incantation, and I'm gonna misty step down into the crowd of grocers.
Just as you start to do that, there's kind of a scraping and a scratching from where the ladder comes up onto the rooftop, and a heavily cloaked and hidden away from the sun figure comes up with a little red scaly snoot poking out of the front as one of your kobold friends comes up, and he holds up a jar of strangely steaming and bubbling liquid. Viva the revolution! And he throws it, and it hits the roof in the middle of you all and explodes in a cloud of smoke. And this little kobold, who matches the kobold naming rules that we have here of using the Japanese repetitive words here, like doki and ara. The Japanese dan, as in to continue more and more, as Dan, one of the higher ups at Sirenscape, joined us for Out of the Abyss this week, and very generously gave us lots and lots of gifted subs and bits and the like, and lots of interesting chats afterwards. And I have 5 of those spins of the wheel left over. So as this little kobold Dan comes up from the ladder and throws this concoction towards you, each of you gets a spin of the wheel as this kicks off.
Oh god.
Okay.
If you have any
So you're
maxed,
gonna teleport.
by the way, if you have any maxed out stats, they are reset.
Yeah, I reset my constitution. I thought that was a bit wild.
Well, it might come right back to you. We'll see. Okay, so
Can I just check because it'll say on your thing. What was the bonus to my con when it was max when I spun the wheel?
if it's maxed, it'll be +5.
Okay, cool. So I've put it back.
Yeah,
What it
you can
was.
see the little number underneath will be 20 if it's maxed.
Yes, it was, but I couldn't remember whether I'd set it back to the right number or not, and I think I have.
Okay, cool.
So that is all fine.
Excellent. All right, so good to see you, Peanut. Okay, so going the opposite way from our introductions, Reese. Spin. Coming in at a... Speaking of, whoops, all con. Enjoy those hit points, Reese.
Yes.
Scuff. The fighter is going to get himself a whoops, all charisma.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yay.
him. Okay, Lily has run from the wheel. No!
He's taking a phone call.
Runs screaming into the house. Carolyn's figure of curiosity bringing consequences in the form of whoopsal strength.
Yes.
Swole wizard.
Kelly got
And
stonks.
Lucernus, champion of the Feywild, coming in with a
Can you remind me if it's a D20 or if it's a D100, please?
disadvantage crystal. So neither. Sorry. It's in there. It's
Oh,
in there.
I thought I was rolling. Never mind. It was the wheel
Spinning the wheels. I'm spinning the wheels on stream, yes. And as Arius emerges from the deep. Spin. Whoopsal strength. Carolyn and Arius. Strong friendos in
Wait,
arms.
what do we do?
Um,
You get to max
Yeah.
out your strength score for this.
I'll grab it for you.
From my curiosity clearly brings gains.
Okay. Swole wizard. Swole cleric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wizard.
I hope to find some use for that.
Did we manually do that?
Carolyn just like the wrestler, you know, when the wrestlers climb up onto the corner pillar and just like dive off onto the people. It's like dive onto the Jedricks.
You've got your like
Right.
JoJo's pose going.
It's the Arcanist's
Oh
elbow.
my goodness!
Oh
Okay.
Okay.
Mad
Arias coming in with the strength. Override that score. A big old 20. Boom, if you're, yeah, refresh your sheet there, Arias. What else we got here? Slowly opening up. Okay, so the kobolds had it in for Luz apparently, but everyone else is doing rather well.
Just
From
for this.
Sorry, Luz. You're coughing and spluttering,
Not my voice.
whatever that was.
That's my voice.
And
He's my who.
as the glittering purple and green clouds dissipates, the scene is playing out below you, the tense standoff, the missiles being hurled and fired from either side. Karen Sturgrove, already
Hurry,
done.
Karen,
Thank you.
go!
Lucio's there, Reese.
We're doing
got the
opposite
con,
things,
yep,
Luz.
and Scuff got the charisma. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, how about it, my
Oh,
friends? So, Carolyn,
Okay,
yes,
so-
you bump down to where?
Well, first, I look back at the group and I say,
Sorry, do you bump down in front of the Jedricks and hold out a can of Pepsi?
just stop,
sorry.
stop for them a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
You're not.
So before
Carolyn
I,
Jenner.
before I bounce down, I
Carolyn
look
Kardashian.
back at, I look back at the group and I say, any cause worth living is to be a cause worth dying for. And then you just see.
I'd rather not. Okay.
So from your perspective,
Too
she
late.
vanishes as she appears on the street in amongst the crowd. And she starts walking through as she pulls her hood down.
Again, we have to show Christian this for the Assassin's Creed vibes.
Oh, I was
This
gonna say
point-
that's so Assassin's Creed.
At this point, Scuff will do his best, like rush after, but you know.
Guys, I'm imagining the
Yeah,
Assassin's
Reese is
Creed
rushing
Brotherhood
after.
trailer right now.
I'll stay here and do my maiming. Bye.
Okay. Scuff
I'll
and
wait with you.
Scuff and Reese, make me athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go acrobatics with this because it's gonna be really fun if it actually works. That's a 6. I fall down the roof.
Oh no.
You do.
Reese has a 21 for acrobatics.
Okay, so as you both look at each other, nod, run towards the edge of the building, leap towards the next one. Scuff's boot catches on the edge. As Reese gracefully glides to the next rooftop, Scuff falls and clatters down into the alley between. You take 2 bludgeoning, Scuff. And Reese, you land alone on the next rooftop towards the grocers.
So
Yeah,
as,
you there, buddy.
Flat.
as Kellen is walking forward in the crowd, she's like, coming through. She pulls her hood down and she starts shouting out so that everybody around can hear. She says, "People of Mirth, too long have we been under the thumb of these Jedrick fools. The regime holds these lands no longer. I say the people decide their fate. You are all here today to reclaim this town, these lands. This is but the first embers of a revolution that has been fermenting for so long, my brothers and sisters. And I tell you here and now that I stand with you, whether it be my life or death." And she lifts a hand up towards the Jedricks as she gets to the front of the crowd. And silently says, or mirth. And she unleashes a chromatic orb at 2nd level
Yeah.
at the first Jedrick she sees.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
It's the same number both times. Do I want to burn? I have a crystal to burn.
You do.
Can I burn the crystal?
Burn it.
You may.
Yep.
Well,
That's even worse. Okay.
The second roll
So-
is also with advantage.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Ooh,
the
good.
crystal is a redo, entire redo of whatever the roll was.
Wow, that was a journey. So, I rolled 2 9s,
Yes.
and then I used my
Oh.
advantage crystal, and I
Yep.
rolled 2 4s. So that
No!
was a total,
Wow.
a total of what was it persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a total of 11.
Can I do something before you determine how this plays out?
Yes.
Akin to a bard.
Karen's quite far away, so be careful.
I'm not doing anything to help Kaelin.
Okay.
I see her fumbling the ending there a tiny bit, and I look over at Arius and I just say, "They're gonna need an extra push to convince them. Do the thing, do the thing, do the
Oh
thing."
yeah, me. That's my turn, right? Okay. Okay, then Arius will cast. How far away the Jedrick?
You snuck pretty close to them, so they're like 20 feet away from you.
Cool. He's gonna cast Shatter at the center of them, which is a
Good.
con saving
Name.
throw, and it will
My
also
favorite spells.
anything that isn't being worn or carried will also take damage if it's in the area.
Okay. What is the radius of that?
10 feet.
10-foot radius? Okay. So, you will get a decent chunk of them. Okay, let's find ourselves the stat block we need here. Okay. Right, so they use the guard stat block here. There they are. Hello. And con save, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, the con is only +1. What's the DC?
The DC is 14.
14. Okay. With a 10-foot radius, you are going to get. Let's see. Like there'll be 5 of them there. So 13 or more is a pass.
14 or more.
But they had the +1.
Oh, they're +1, okay.
Yeah. So 5d20. So I'm doing this in Roll20 chat, everyone. Sorry for being off out of vision there. I need to figure out an overlay where you can see the Roll20 rolls as well. Boom. Oh wow. Okay. Two of them pass, but 3 fail.
You're gonna whack 3 of them?
And they're still going
Real
to take
bad.
half damage.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The full damage was a 17. So half of 17, 8.5, 9, 8, I don't know.
8. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The 3. Hey, Rakan, how you doing, mate? Okay. So, as you creep over, and Carolyn says that and blasts the chromatic orb, Carolyn, we need to sort that out too, because this happens almost instantaneously.
Tag team maiming, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a thing that I want to do that will fit really well into this too.
Okay. 2
Is
seconds.
it?
Mhm.
Okay. So Scouts pull forth his cane, and he's just smashing it on the ground as he walks, like repeatedly, rhythmically, as he steps forward towards where the Jedricks are. It's like this like boom, boom,
Yep.
boom as he walks forward. He sees the jellies as he gets past the crowd of people. He's gonna look towards them and he's gonna say, "Run, Run now. This isn't your town anymore. This is our town now.
Excellent. Okay. So, Carolyn, what happens with this chromatic orb?
Yes. Well, I rolled a 19 to hit. It's just one target, so like
Okay.
whoever looks like in charge of this
Okay.
thing.
That hits.
And I nearly rolled max damage. So 28 points of acid damage. Bleed will.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say Matt Colville minion rules, because that burns through the first HP of the first stand is enough to kill a second as well. So as the chromatic orb just goes hurtling down the street and slams into the commander.
And just for a bit of extra flair, thinking back to the last time she did this spell in these streets, she does again use acid damage.
Okay. And the commander just falls back screaming, and the rest of the magic just hurtles on into the Jedrick behind. At the same time, there is a colossal explosion as Arius' spell goes off as well. Hang on, there must be... yes, this one. Okay. So there's a massive explosion as Arius' magic goes off as well. Sorry, guys.
I was really loud. Oh my god, I was like,
Shit.
what did the cat to eat? What did they knock over?
Sorry. And the shatter spell goes off as well. And there are just cries. Oh god! Ah, watch out! What's going on? Arcanists! Arcanists! And they start to fall back, and there's the commander and 4 dead Jedricks on the street, and 2 very badly injured, being helped away by their friends from Iris' spell. And there's just as the grocers and the people of the street here, the merchants, all shout at the retreat, and one of them, a really large, burly fella, basically think Chessentan Travis Willingham. It's got this massive apron on, and just massive bulging arms out the side. And he stands up. My friends, we have a small victory, but this will have angered them. And he looks at you, Kaelin. Because I'm afraid that persuasion was a fail, and not a good one.
Angry people tend to make the biggest of mistakes.
It was wrong. It is wrong to use your powers. And you can see everyone's looking quite nervously at you, Carolyn. And he's like, "Come, everyone. You must have friends, family outside the walls. We cannot stay here."
Who told
Can
you
I
the
do
magic was
something?
wrong?
Sorry.
Yeah, can I actually, to punctuate that just before you say that, Kaelin, to kind of into your defense, is the person who was injured by the Jedrick still there?
No, the others were pulling them away.
But
so
I'm sure there'd be
Reese's-
someone who was.
Yeah, Lucia, finish your thought.
I'm sure there would be someone who was injured though in like the vicinity, because this was obviously like a scuffle or a skirmish. Or this
so
guy.
you,
is he
you
got
mean
any-
you mean the civilian?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nearby. Yes.
Okay.
That's where
I would
Reese
like
was
to go
going, was to the civilian during this the kerfuffle. I'm so sorry, Liz.
No, it's fine. You can do it. It's fine. I was just gonna try and make Kaelin look super cool.
No, Luce.
It's
No,
okay,
go
don't
for
worry.
it.
Yeah, Luce
No,
beat
fine.
your territory. So yeah, it's okay, Luce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Luce will flip Reese the bird and be like, "I got you there first." No, I'm joking. He's not. He
Which
will go
mysterious
up-
face is Reese, though?
Good question. Lucy's just flipping the bird at everyone. It's like, whoever you are.
Luce will go up to the civilian, sort of after that guy says that Kaelin they shouldn't be using their powers, and he will use one of his features, which is Balm of the Summer Court, to restore HP to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. That's 8. They get 9 HP back, which is basically like a second life for a peasant. And I'll just say, "You what?" And then look at Kaelin like, "Take this away and destroy him."
Okay. Now, Scuff. Sorry, I didn't have you roll because you have your magical item gives you advantage on intimidation, and that with the magic just made it an automatic route for the Jedricks there. So that's why we weren't rolling there. So they were fleeing from that yelled command from you as you were clattering your rowdy's club. A kobold press magical item along the sides there, and sent them packing. And banished any chance that they would rally. Reese, you're behind the line of the grocers now on the rooftops there. You can drop down to the street.
Yeah. While basically the fighting was going on,
Yes.
he wanted to go down and basically tend to the person non-magically, which is who had been injured.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you. Yes. So you help them with the crossbow.
Emma, what happened to you?
Wound.
What happened to Emma?
Wild shape.
Wild shape.
Wild shape.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you, Caroline, see the merchants and various folks backing away from you. And
Who told you the magic was wrong? Was it those people?
we're not saying magic's wrong. We're saying we need to be careful how it's used. And he puts a massive, meaty hand on your shoulder and meets your eyes, and just a shimmer of gold goes across his eyeballs. We need to be careful.
Did I recognize that as anything in particular?
You think it was prestidigitation?
Okay.
OMG, he's one of your magic buddies.
And he says, we'll be in the farms, in the outlying buildings and area. When you are ready to move against the fort, we'll be ready to cause a distraction or whatever you need.
Yes, I'm ready now. I'm pumped. Let's go. Do it.
I pick Luce up so he's doing his little cycling feet. Oh yeah.
And he nods to those of you that he can see and goes to lead the fermenters
Mental skill.
off into the outskirts of Meth and hiding. It's not long before you start to hear marching feet and a
Should we
drum.
hide too?
Sorry, Arius, what?
Should we hide too?
Yes, I was you start to hear Dredrick coming back in force, from the fort.
Let's step down into the sewers. My kobolds will have to be rallied too.
Okay.
Agreed.
Dan's still knocking around, you can just see a skulking figure in the alleyway.
Dan, lead the way.
Okay. And he just cannonballs into the street. It's
Oh, we're going in the sewers.
Much more graceful than me.
I will hold Arius's hand and I'll just say, "It's gonna be fine."
The
It's gonna
second
be
his
fine.
skin hits the salt water, he's like, no.
There's no salt water.
It'll
There's
be
no salt water.
fine.
You're okay.
It's gonna be fine. It's not salt water.
Okay, phew.
It's poop water.
Smell. Just the smell of it.
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make yourself scarce, and we cut to a short while later. The outhouse in Fenicus's garden as you clamber up your new entrance to your home. I think
Oh.
after that was created, Carolyn, did you prestidigitate around there?
I think Kellen was probably prestidigitating the whole way. Just like, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off.
Dan's like trying to avoid being caught in the. He's like, watch out! Why are you pointing that thing? And you clamber up onto the out into the garden, and the relative calm and safety of Fenicus's house.
That was a really
First
short revolution. So did we win, or are we all right? Or did we do something else?
think- The first thing Kellen does when she walks in, she walks up to the nearest wall, and with her surprising 20 strength, that she forgets that she now has as a Swall Wizard, just lets loose a massive punch on the wall and screams in anger. She's currently furious.
Ellen,
Wow,
that was...
Fenicus, the music you've got on for this is really not. No. I just imagined him playing a jaunty tune.
Looks over at Garen and says, "Well then, you're looking swole today. I knew you had such power. Also, that's a wall. Please don't destroy it, please."
She doesn't even respond to you. You can now, as she turns around, you can see that she's like, she's not present, shall we say? She's doing the Arthur meme of the clenched hand, and probably breathing quite heavy as well.
Why are you angry?
I am sick and tired of people telling me how to use the gifts that my father bestowed on me. My power can help people, and all I ever hear is, "You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. It's not safe to do that."
Ellen, I get it.
Yeah, seems fair to me.
But like, this is a really shitty place to be if you have magic.
Maybe you should live on the water. Oh, they're doing construction. Why? Sorry. You hear that?
No, okay, well, it doesn't come through.
Carolyn.
It's okay.
Good.
A month ago, I throw you in prison, throw the keys for what you do. I'd lock you up, no doubt. The things you've done here, the things I've seen you do, the power that you must, the power that you control. I want you to use it in whatever way you feel like. Don't ever let anyone tell you.
Oh, believe
Stop
me,
using
I will. I will, and I do.
Good.
But these
Just
people
now.
don't understand what we're doing for them.
Now is the time when we need it the most.
We need something big.
Well, not you, because you're kind of, small.
We're small people.
He kind of measures Kellen up. Let me put you on Scuff's
End up
shoulders.
Working out.
Say it, well, those explosions of magic, those rounds and swell, we can make something bigger.
There's a few things that I would love to do. Things arcane things, spells, if you will, that I read about as a child. I just don't have them figured out yet. I'm close. I'm not there yet.
What are they like?
Well,
Unforgettable.
Helen, well, we can help you. I can help you. I'm very good at helping people do things and coming up with plans. And fixing things when they go wrong. So if it goes wrong, then I can help you do that too.
Usually start the process of it going wrong, but yeah.
Well,
That's
look,
true.
this is Kaelin's, gig. And I agree with your sentiments. I disagree with what the people in the town were saying. And I want to help you. And if you need creative problem solving, I'm the person to come to.
As
They're probably magic friends.
as Carolyn is brooding and angrily in the corner here, it's like
That's me
It's-
in the corner.
almost like the room is darkening.
Oh,
Like Kellen's in her emo phase. You should just step back.
And
I have a workload that lasted 20 years.
Phoenicus is looking at you, Carolyn, but past you, over your shoulder. Mr. Grove? A new house guest?
Was?
None of the rest of you can see anything, but Carolyn, do you follow his gaze?
Absolutely.
This is just on the edge of vision, but hovering over you.
Oh, good lord.
You can look on chat if you want to see on stream. This almost invisible, just like a slight red, kind of angry tinge to the air, as this large kind of mantis-looking thing is hovering in the air above Kerlin, and swirling about it are eyes.
magic buddies.
So, Kerlin, only you can see that. And Phoenicus, it seems.
Shit.
Yes. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
That is gonna make Luce suspicious.
Same.
And he's just gonna say, Kellen? Are you alright?
Okay.
Step
So,
back,
right.
everyone. Step back. Step back.
I go and stand in front of Arius protectively.
Arius just picks you up, puts you behind him.
Arius,
Just
you
does
have
not step away from Carolyn. Instead, grasps his shield hard.
Arius, you have half cover from the waist down.
I'm not that tall!
You're 5
Dang
inches
it.
shorter than... No, how tall are you?
I'm joking,
Like, I'm tall enough.
Arius is 5'9". I think you're like 4 inches shorter than him.
yeah, it's not a big difference.
Yeah, not too
Say,
bad.
is Luce still mini though from the Wheel of Chaos?
No.
Okay.
No, that was
That was 2
Fine.
sessions ago.
Yeah, it's
Right.
alright. It's been a while. I'm sorry, Mary. I'm sorry.
I'm like crouched down, like gremlin pose.
I do still pick you up and put you behind. No.
Now, Phoenicus says, Karen, I've seen something similar to that once before. You were dreaming of it.
I'm going to try and reach out to it telepathically. Just to ascertain if it's actually present or if it's
Okay.
an illusion or...
You reach out, and a familiar voice says, "Yes, Kellen." It is Ashtai's voice.
Ashtai, am I looking at you right now?
I don't know, can you?
Can you see what I'm seeing right now from my viewpoint?
Just a moment. And you see the eyes start to swirl. And several of them come and hover just over your shoulders. Ah. Hello.
Not gonna lie, not what I expected you to look like.
Apologies. If I remember correctly, all Corey like me look this way or similar.
Yes, I'm sure it's lovely, but it's a little ominous from our perspective.
Well, quite. From a certain point of view. And just the shock of seeing Ashtai in their form and the sobering effect that has, you feel your emotions switching to caution and fear. Is that fair? You tell me. Sorry, how have you gone? What's the anger turning into?
Definitely caution.
Yes.
There's a little bit of fear, but she's instantly questioning her trust in this figure, as she has a very, very delicate sense of trust in anyone and anything in general.
And as the anger subsides and changes and flows into this new emotion, so does the view of Ashtai. And Fenicus just gulps. I don't think I'll be stopping by for dinner anymore. You can keep those to yourself.
Can I please make an insight check to see if I can figure out what
What's going
could
on?
possibly be transpiring? Like any notion of what could be going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you guys look like you're having a really great time. I got a 2.
Lovely.
Scuff's gonna look to Kellen and say, "I don't know what you're dealing with or what's going on here. But whatever it is, you're not facing this alone."
Appreciate the sentiment, but I think I am, if none of you can see. Just be ready. I'm not really sure what's about to happen.
What if we introduce ourselves? Maybe then we can get an understanding. Or you can draw it, whatever you're seeing.
I think Arius looks quite fearful at this point. He's taken quite a few steps back as he's kind of surveying Kaelin.
I'm speaking from over Arius's shoulder.
I think without even taking her eyes off Ashdai, Kellen just pulls out Inky, which then starts to float in her hand. Say, Inky, be a dear and draw this for the group.
Well, as it faded, it's disappeared.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, like I said, as your anger's changed, it faded away and disappeared.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it form had changed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit. That was. I don't even know what.
Okay.
I don't even know what to even process first. I need to lie down or something, or a drink, or a scream, or
I scream. Like really loud.
One night once, maybe.
My mum used to do that for me for hiccups.
It's been a rough day. A rough couple hours at least.
I could do another shatter explosion for you if you want.
Yeah!
thank you. No, thank you. Is
No,
it-
that's what that
what
was.
time of day is it right now?
It is early afternoon. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Welcome to the Lorite, and your viewers there. Good to have you. Hope you're doing very, very well, Adana. Hope you had a great session. Hey, Josh. Our Kalashtar has just had the first glimpse of their quarry, which they're having the very healthy reaction of terrified to, as all quarry are absolutely terrifying.
I think any potential danger has passed. Well, I say that. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm the dangerous one. Sorry, just I'm gonna take some time to process this. And she'll start walking upstairs.
Don't forget to come back before Tuesday. We have plans.
The plans on Tuesday?
I bite Arius's shoulder. Mind.
But is Kellen gonna... Arius looks uncomprehending. Was it a demon, a deity? I'm like a little bit behind, and if it's a deity, I'm sorry, Kellen, I want to stay over here.
I don't really know what's going on either. Scarf, Reese, do you guys know what's happening?
Arius, I don't want to bash you, but you've been slacking in your salt duties.
I know, he's
One got
teaching
through.
his...
One got through.
Oh no!
So, Scuff wants to insight on what's actually going on with Carolyn. Figure
Can I
out,
do that as
like,
well?
to understand what's transpired and what's going on here. Can I do that?
You can just ask.
I mean, yes, but also... Yeah.
Insight will
Just kinda
only
afraid of this.
insight will only
Going
show
on.
you like how they're feeling, how they're reacting.
That's what he wants. He
Mhm.
doesn't. Kevin's about to head off, so he just wants to like get the feeling of like what's actually what he could perceive.
Yeah.
From it.
Yeah, please.
That's
So-
a natural 20.
Hey, if you got them, folks, let those phoenixes fly.
First one of the day.
Okay, Karen, give us a natural 20 read of what Scuff is seeing.
Interesting. So as she walks past to walk upstairs, you get a good look at her, and you've travelled with her for a little while now, you got a good sense of her general vibe, and obviously she has recently referenced the fact that she appears to be sharing her mind with some other being from another world, which was just sounded a bit like a weird,
Fairy tale.
just random fairy tale that she's made up. The way she looks right now, like you see the cold beads of sweat slowly going down her temple and down her cheek. Your immediate assumption is that she might have been telling the truth, and the main thing you see on her face is conflict.
And Scuff, having made that very, very close observation, you also see something else. The swiftly fading remnants of symbols on Carolyn's skin.
Symbols. What do they look like?
You've seen them before.
Uh-oh.
They were around the walls of an abandoned tower on the lake shore. They were Imaskari symbols.
Okay, Scuff will keep this information for himself right now. Carolyn does not need anything else. Before Carolyn rushes off and gets into her room, Scuff's gonna do one more thing. So she's gonna run over and give Carolyn a hug and say, "We're not afraid of you. Whatever this, we'll deal with it. We deal with it, and then we'll do it. Okay?"
There's a clink as the glass slams down as Fennicus knocks back. He says, "I'm afraid."
Have salt.
Scuff's gonna walk over to Fennicus and give Fennicus a hug too.
He offers you a drink.
That's winning charisma.
Very Christmas. Just like, okay, drinks. Let's go.
I think as you do that, she doesn't even move, and she doesn't even look at you, but she does just say, "Not yet, but you might be. I don't know."
Helen, I want to say, if they would stop doing construction.
Wow. That came through.
Yeah. I'm not scared of you either. It's just whatever is attached to you. We'll deal with it. I promise. Like you did for me, right?
You hear a slight chuckle, and then she continues up the stairs.
Okay.
Well, first act of revolution successful, at least. Let's revel in that. And a potential new friend, foe discovered. Whatever this. I think we'll manage it together. All of us. We're surprisingly coherent when we want and when we work together.
Well, I guess revolutions weren't built in a day.
They weren't, but
Bit of trial and error, but we're getting there.
yeah, and you gotta learn. You gotta teach me one day how to leap from rooftops.
Acrobatics masterclass there.
Yeah, the big part is you've already learned how to fall.
Yeah, I can feel that one for days. Oh, rubs his shoulder.
Reese just kind
And
of
his
pats him
face.
on the shoulder and gives him a little cure wounds.
Kind of just have little brick marks on his face.
Finicus was about to say something to Ares. Sorry.
I was left.
Yeah, it's too noisy apparently.
Yep, it happens.
Finicus, having poured the last of the bottle in for your drink there, Scuff, looks at it and says, "Weren't you doing something about a wine shipment tomorrow?"
I think we were, yeah. I'll bring you a bottle. If we can. Oh, speaking of which, I've got weapons I need to tend to. With the revolution so close, I need to make sure that they're all prepped and ready.
I suppose we should get supplies out to the farms. I believe they said that's where they were going to be.
The farmlands, yes. Just give me a couple hours and I'll get them all ready. All shined up and prepped for work. They need a little bit of reinforcement and stuff. A harpoon isn't meant for combat with people, but with a little bit of work, it can be.
Arius, Finicus mentioned that reminded everyone that the wine shipment is arriving tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I will get up early to mark the shipment.
I'll go with you.
Yes, you need to plan what you're doing for that.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, since Carolyn told Humbley off, I'm sure she's in a great mood.
No, Aris. It's more like. Let me think. It's like. I feel partially responsible for all that's happened. So I want to make sure that. Well, I just want to see it through, you know?
No.
You're not going alone. We're not doing anything alone. We are now buddies. There's going to be a buddy system in place. Arius is my buddy. Okay. Fenicus, you can pick a buddy. Which one do you want?
Just picks up
Three great options.
Picks up the bottle.
Okay, so you can.
That's a fair pick.
Okay, so you can be Carolyn's buddy, so that we can repair the terror that's gone on between the two of you. And then Scuff and Reese, you're already pretty chummy, so you guys can be buddies. And now there's a buddy system, okay? So we always have to sound off and make sure we're near the buddies, so that we don't die in this revolution.
Cop, bad cop.
Sure, you are cops. But you're not like the Jedrick.
No,
you know,
please, no.
You're cool.
Private investigators.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it.
Ostrich division. Scuff has a war ostrich somewhere.
I'll say Scuff has a war ostrich as his buddy.
I do.
Yes, so yeah, the day should be spent, if you're going to intercept this wine shipment, it should be spent deciding, what you're going to do and preparing anything you need for that.
How about, why don't we go camp out by where the wine shipment's going to come in?
Arius is covered in sweat. He looks like a frog.
You shit. Sorry. That's so loud, guys.
Bad luck.
And they're laughing.
They're laughing. They're right there. You probably can't see, but they're right there.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, there it was.
Saw a leg.
Like my
Everyone
mug, John.
has them. They picked D&D time to do this.
Should be illegal.
Scott's
Right, I'm
heading
gonna
off to prep the weapons, by the way, so he'll be off for a little bit. So we can do the delivery of it to the apartment later.
Reese will help with the packing as just looking for something to do.
Scout would probably invite Reese to come help with the preparation.
Mhm.
Much that the Reese do it.
So you remember,
Yeah,
so
that's better one.
the shipment, as you were told, is going to be travelling from Chelm's Roost there until it hits the bridge at the Winding River, where it will transport over to the barge and make the faster journey downriver instead of along the road.
Let's get a map. I want to see the best place to intercept it. I'm sure Umberly will be able to do this herself, but if I'm honest, I want to set up a few backup options of my own. I'm thinking whoopee cushions. I'm thinking sandbags. I'm thinking water balloons.
If 10 people die for this, we probably should use Unbelief. Just saying.
No, I know, we are going to. I'm just going to make sure, fully sure, that this works. If people have died, then more people... No. Then the wine definitely cannot make it. Not even a single bottle.
Okay. Iris is still sweating. Shut up! Jesus Christ.
Jump scare working construction.
This would make a great premise for a horror film. You do construction outside of a witch's house, and she's trying to play D&D. And one by one, something comes to light.
I think for Kellen, for prepping, because she is aware of what needs to be done tomorrow.
A bit quiet there, actually.
Sorry, I was in character.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
Don't want to get lost.
she's aware of what needs to happen tomorrow, so she does her usual preparation that she normally does. Make sure she's got all her spell components, and then remembers that she now has an arcane spellbook that lives, so she doesn't need those anymore. But she does do one different thing, and she, no one else is there, so they don't see it, but for everyone at home and for yourself, she does pack everything else that she has into her bag of holding. And she looks at it for a second, and just in case.
You don't get to abandon your found family, Kaelin. You don't get to do that.
Yeah, you
You're
like
not
cut
there.
out my deity, and now you're gonna dip? Not.
We'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
Lily,
Hold that
Oh
thought.
yeah, that's,
Yes. Okay, thank you. So, is this shipment going to be intercepted on the water? Or are you going to travel up the river to the bridge? What's the plan?
So I
more
believe
dangerous.
Ares needs to mark it, right? That was the plan. So we probably have to intercept it right before it gets on the boat on the river to make the mark. I don't know if it has to be a physical mark, or if it's just like a "hey, there it is" kind of mark. Ares would know that better. We should probably intercept it just as it gets on the boat, because that's when it will be most vulnerable, because people will be loading and busy, not actually observing what's going on. It will also leave an option for Reese to be able to finagle and sneak and
Steal
be
wine.
stealthy. But yeah, that's still fair enough.
Or anything else.
Look, one bottle. Fennicus needs one.
Needs is a strong word.
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, why not?
what time of day is it, John, around now?
You're coming, it's towards early evening.
Okay. And what is Fennicus doing?
Just busying themselves, kind of resting. They're more, active at night.
Can I go over to Fennicus? Fennicus!
Yes.
So, we're super busy. And we've been letting you eat our dreams, especially me. So, can you do me a favor?
Potentially.
So down at the market, they have these things called fish tacos. I've been really wanting to try them. Can you please get hang on, me, Reese, Scuff, Kaelin will probably want a double portion because she's super swole right now. And can you get 6 portions, and can you make sure one of them's got a raw fish, or failing that, can you just pick up a live fish from the pet store?
What's a taco?
You're not. Shush. This is going to be a fun surprise, and you can't hear me right now. So block your ears. Please. I'll put all of your socks back. I'll put all your socks back, and I'll match the pairs.
Not necessary. Look at me. The great Finicus.
Revolution's a hungry work.
Reduced to errand boy.
Well, I imagine you're going to be really useful in the time to come. But for now, yes, please. Bestie!
Only because of all the nightmares you see.
I start crying a little bit and give him a high five if he'll reciprocate.
Just kind
If he doesn't, I'll just leave it hanging there until he leaves.
just does it awkwardly, puts weaves his fingers through yours, holds.
Oh, I've never done that before.
I sense someone is holding Luce's hand and start hissing.
You okay? So, yes.
Oh,
Then
don't
will
worry.
bring us dinner.
Jealous dreams are almost as delicious as scared ones.
Jealous?
Spicy. Toodaloo. They drop out. Okay, so
Fish tacos. Fish tacos.
okay, so the plan is to head up to that northern bridge on the Winding River, to the small dock that operates there, shifting cargo from
Camp
roads
out.
to boat. So, everyone,
We're gonna
if
camp.
necessary, you may take the benefits of a long rest. Scuff.
Cool.
You got that?
I'm going to
Should we go?
pack our
I'm
tacos.
definitely taking that long rest. Thank you.
Yeah.
We
I'm
have to
going to
get
pack
rid of
our
our
tacos
swallows.
so that we have dinner
Mhm.
for the night when we're camping out with something nice to eat.
Okay. And
Um,
as
Do we need to get rid of our maxed out strength?
nope, no, it lasts longer than that. It's okay.
Nice. Just asking.
Yeah, no, it was worth. Yes, many things do reset on the long rest, but no, it's good.
Careful, wake up feeling fabulous.
Hey guys, gather round, everyone. I have gotten us all. I've prepared all of us dinner, and I'll pass a portion out to everyone. And then, did Arius get a raw fish one or a live fish?
Raw.
Raw. And it's raw. It's not alive, but you can try eating it like a human might, or you can eat it however you like.
Are we eating these now?
No, they're for dinner.
It will start to rot.
You can eat yours, but you might be hungry, which means we'll have to split one later. Is that okay?
I have a very slow metabolism. I can hibernate.
Okay, right. You can eat yours, but everybody else, you have to save that.
He kind of unlatches his jaw and puts the whole fish down. You don't even see him chew it.
You will also be camping next to a river.
Guys, I just wanted to do something nice for everyone, and I've been met with nothing but thinly veiled confusion and construction noises. So please.
You did a very nice thing. You provided us breakfast.
Dinner. It was dinner.
I just start crying.
I choke up a fishbone and offer it to Luce. There you go.
Thank you. I'll take it.
I really appreciated that.
Okay. So
Pat him.
you use the cover of darkness to slip through the streets. And it does take your knowledge of the back alleyways and Reese's talents to avoid the patrols, which have been increased even more than before, as there's not only been this strange eldritch event down at the docks, but now parts of the populace rising up, and amongst their numbers, wielders of the arcane. You slip over the walls at a quiet point between the guard patrols that you have surveyed and watched for before. And you start to travel along the riverbank. The slight silvery view of the plains and grasslands along the edge of the winding river as a just short of full moon shines down. Looks like tomorrow night will be a full moon.
Oh.
Everyone, if you would like to join us for a Halloween one-shot, in roughly 10 hours from now, when a full moon will be shining down on the Sword Coast, we shall see what happens.
Happens once a year.
The lunchtime full moon.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. It'll be nighttime for the players. Okay. So, trudging along, do you go and visit your menagerie, Scuff? You gonna check on your
Scuff will,
your mount?
will definitely go into this menagerie. He wants his ostrich mount.
Are you gonna take it with?
Oh yeah, I'm bringing it with me. I'm gonna park it,
Okay.
a little bit. I'm not, making things, but I will be riding my ostrich all the way.
Okay, yes, you take this opportunity to practice riding.
It will be a hard trip of practice and falling off.
Yes.
Lots of it.
And little beak attacks.
Yes. Even though the ostrich is much faster than the group, I will arrive at the same time as the group due to all the inconveniences.
Yeah, you're just like doing laps and like going away from the group and then coming back and like all over the place.
Oh yeah.
You travel like twice the distance, 3 times the distance.
Yes.
Okay. So you cut across that large bend in the river and continue up the northern bank there. And it's not long before you see the jetty. And this is not a huge bustling trade route. A lot of people still make the effort and use the road because they've already got their wagons, and why pay extra for the boat? It's just official things being paid for by the state and those in a rush that use the service here. So there is only one boat that travels down to the city and then back to the bridge in a day trip. So Arius, you can see the large, shallow-bottomed barge lying still at the giveaway. At the giveaway. Sorry, it's like a tabletop misfits in chat there. Sorry, at the docks and the pontoon that sticks out into the river. The waters. It's not a violent river, this one. It's slowly, languidly kind of making its way past.
Okay. Amberly wanted me to mark the boat, right?
That was said.
Okay. Arius will, still looking a bit like a frog, kind of like flop over to the side. Right. And jump in. And he's going to go under and mark it.
Are you going into the river?
Yeah, he'll go into the river.
Okay.
When Arius goes into the river, Luce holds his breath and almost wades in after him, but does not.
Is Arius still visible from where we are? Kayla wants to try and keep eyes on Arius if possible.
Arius, do you go fully submerged until you get to the boat?
He'll stay up. He'll let them kind of silhouette until he reaches the boat. Then he'll go under.
Okay.
I'll say to Kaelin, if you like, I can send out my familiar as a fish.
No, I've got something prepared, just in case.
I trust you.
So Arius is like Gollum paddling their way up the river towards the boat. There are guards, Arius.
Once I come in with like eye shot under, do I have to roll stealth?
Yes, with advantage for your heavy cover of the water, and even splashing on the surface and things because the sounds of the river flowing by would be good.
21.
21, nice. Okay, so Kaelin, you see Arius get close to the boat and then slip beneath the river water. Is yours a contingency plan or what?
It's more of a, if needs be, retrieve Arius plan.
That's it.
Tug of war with his mommy.
Okay. So, Arius, you go unnoticed as the guards are just leaning up against the posts there. What are the rest of you doing? Where are you?
I imagine that there are other like boats and structures on the dock.
This is
Okay.
quite a small operation. There is one other boat that's like up being repaired on land, like up on wood trestles, and there's like a small bunkhouse, like where the staff and stuff would stay. But you know, they have houses in Math, but they're staying out here waiting, and you know they shift and take turns to be out here and manning the docks. The guards are civilian guards. They're not Jedricks.
Scuff is hiding in a bush near the like the other side of the docks, like the old across the river from the docks.
Yeah.
With his ostrich right next to him, also hiding. Both of them laying low. The ostrich like bent over, like head down.
Just head
Ass up.
in the riverbank. Please.
Is there any? Oh, yeah. Is there any chance that any of the people here are friends of that guy that we spoke to? Hang on. His name was. I wrote it down. God damn it.
Where?
It's not god damn it. There was someone who had like some guys who were his mates, his like friends, and was like, hey, by the way, we promise if Underly ever, tries to kill people, we'll make sure she doesn't kill you. Aha! I found it! It's Alki, Radan, Tarnish, and Carmel are his friends' names. Are any of them here? We vaguely know their faces.
Those are the disgruntled guards, right?
Yes, are any of them here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jedricks. Yeah, these are. Oh, there they are. Yeah. They're
it's
in
fine.
they're
I'm
in the
not-
city, I'm afraid. So yeah.
I wonder what they're doing right now.
They're being forced to patrol the streets much more than usual and absolutely exhausted. I would imagine. Okay. So, Arius.
We hide behind that boat then, just to say that we're hidden.
Yeah.
Are you going? Are you that close? You going that close?
Lucy,
I think
Lucy would.
for what I need to do, I need to be within 90 feet.
Okay.
So as close as I can get within that range whilst hiding.
Okay.
Reese is holding a distraction of sorts, but hiding close to Luce.
If anything goes wrong, I'm going to turn into a turtle.
Turtle to the rescue. My hero.
Okay.
Salah
So.
keeps trying to make friends with the construction people. It's really rude of him.
Traitor.
Good old traitor.
Okay, so, yes, you, hey, thank you, Adana. We have inspiration for Carolyn.
Thank you.
Crystal Maxa.
Yes.
And for Arias.
For me?
Yeah. Dream Pies,
Wow.
Dream Pies.
Thank you.
It looks like our Barovia and Beyond crew might be having a showdown with the Bone Grinder Hags soon. Speaking of Dream Pies.
I think it sounds like that too.
Okay, now you, Andres. Thank you, Adana. I would like Carolyn, Scuff, and Reese. If you are going with Lucio, I would like you to make stealth checks. And Lucio, disadvantage, please.
No, you fiend.
Not me. The wheel. The wheel has spoken.
Got a dirty
That's
20.
not terrible.
Okay.
Hi, Lala. You love the flame.
But then get too close.
I won't do it.
24.
13.
Scuff, what was yours?
I rolled an 8. I have disadvantage and roll 5 twice.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Not bad though. Still a total of 16.
Better than last time.
You're right.
And we had a crit last time.
You sneak forward towards the buildings and the dark shapes of the various clutter and detritus of this operation here. Coiled up ropes, nets, they do some fishing and stuff as well, it seems. And crates and, mouldering boxes that have been just left unused. And as you're sneaking through, it seems you're able to avoid making any loud noises. Scuff steps on some rotten wood and it snaps loudly at one point, but luckily, at the same moment, an owl goes hooting over the river, off towards the Dassos in the northeast. And it looks back at you, Scuff, and winks. And you think your druid friend may have been watching over your progress here. No longer the dangerous lion. And
I like my druid friend.
yeah. Arius, as you drift beneath the moving waters of the river, above you can see the dark silhouette of the bottom of the boat.
Starts making a siren noise like in SpongeBob.
How would you like to mark it? In the name of your goddess.
I think he'll use his finger to carve in the wave symbol to the bottom.
The double-sided wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you do, it glows as you trace your finger across it and leaves the dark stain on the wood in the shape of the dual cresting wave. And that's when
Our mommy who art in the ocean, hallowed be thy name.
Lucio, Carolyn, Scuff, Reese, as you stood there, looking down on the barge, loaded up with these barrels of wine. Actually, yeah, scratch that. There would be Jedricks here, but they're the ones that came with the wagon. the ones that are guarding the wine shipment, not from the city. You hear a rumbling sound.
Now, steal a bottle before they notice.
I start to get anxious and I say, Ours is still in there. We should get him out. He knows to leave, right?
He will start swimming up once it's.
Arius,
I
as
can't
you start to swim towards the surface, the river picks up, and the water starts to swirl past you much faster, and you actually get surprised by the sudden change, and it carries you downstream a ways.
Yup.
Do we see
break
that?
cover
Do we see
and
the
run.
silhouette?
You can't know. It's just the moonlight's shining on the surface. You can't see below the surface at all, and it's not a huge distance down the river, just a little bit. You know, she was like moved diagonally by the movement of the water, and as you are crouched there, you look up past the bridge, and coming crashing and tumbling and churning around the corner of the river to the north comes a large wall of water breaking over and over on itself, and within that churning, hungry wave you can see the form of spindly limbed water creatures driving the elemental forces forward as some sort of monstrous effect comes churning down the river towards all of you.
Surely we see that.
You do. And there is one boat marked for
I
destruction.
can't swim.
There is one boat being repaired, but presumably serviceable enough, perhaps to ride out a tidal wave down the river. And as this angry wave comes down, and these water elementals churn angrily and hungrily at the front of it,
You don't.
Carolyn Sturgrove, you hear a voice in your mind.
Oh my god.
I'm coming for you, wizard!
No, John.
And we shall stop
No.
there.
Oh.
Oh no.
Nah, you fucked up.
She's got a temper, guys. She's misunderstood.
Okay, grab the
Sounds
wizard
like
and
the
run.
words of a scared little bitch.
So, everyone, please join us in a couple of weeks when we'll be back here, trying to outrun the wrath of Umberlee in an interesting roller coaster ride of a log flume kind of ride here. Splash Mountain and got nothing on this, and we'll see how they fare. Will they ride out Umberlee's wrath and make it to the lake, or will she regain some punishment against the petulance of mortals? Either way, the wine shipment is screwed.
Well, at least there's that.
Indeed. Okay. I'm going to turn off the tidal wave now. I'll try to. It won't stop. Umberlee's taking control. No.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right. Thank you to my wonderful players and to all of you who have joined us. Thank you for those raids and the follows and the subscriptions. Thank you so much. And those dream pies awarded to our players. Thank you. Thank you all. Absolute pleasure as always. Sorry, we're finishing a little early today because I got a whole heap going on in a few hours. So I need to call it a little early today, I'm afraid. But an absolute pleasure as always, my friends. Thank you, dear players. Let us go around the overlay once more. Lucio, where can people find you in the material plane?
Hello, in the material plane, you can find me on Twitter at EmmaCityArt, and you can also find me on various streaming situations. I'm on QuestJunkiesUK playing this game, Tyranny, once every 2 weeks, and then I occasionally also journey over to QuestJunkiesUK, like I did recently, to play the Honey Heist, and that was amazing. Gearing up for November commissions. If you want a Christmas present that's super cool and unique and nobody else can have, let me know and I'll draw something for you. You'll have to pay for it.
Beautiful.
That
Actually,
was a pitch. That was
Emma,
a really good pitch.
Emma, there were people in which stream was it this week? But one of the ones with your art. I think it was Barovia. It was Barovia yesterday, and they were saying how good the art was, and they could just imagine it being like an animated movie, like using these characters.
Aww.
It was awesome.
That's nice. I like that.
Thank you very much, Karen Sturgrove.
Hello, I have been the questionably decisive, chaotic Karen Sturgrove today. In the real world, I am Patch from QuestJunkiesUK. As mentioned previously, I make intro sequences for peeps. I also play D&D. Well, I say play. I mainly DM, but I play in this game every 2 weeks, which is a blessing. And we do the Rodani Chronicles, which is my homebrew 5th edition campaign, every Monday, where a group of ne'er-do-wells, unofficially known as the Muffin Men, are about to potentially visit a place called the Shadowfell, which is going to be very, very interesting. We have lots of fun there. As also mentioned previously, we did a honey heist recently, which was spectacular, very fun, very chaotic, very not suitable for work in places.
Oh, yeah, still there. I wonder if I left it in there. There's the VOD link there in chat.
Hell yeah. And we've got lots of things coming up soon, including something in a couple of weeks' time featuring a certain DM from the QuestJunkiesUK channel, making his grand, long-awaited return to QuestJunkiesUK as part of the D&D5e, our new mini campaign, and I'm gonna have fun getting you back for a lot of things, John.
Cannot wait.
But yeah,
Cannot wait.
that's me. You can find me at QuestJunkiesUK on all things. TikTok, more than anything.
Yep.
I think I know how to use TikTok now. Anyway, I'll shut up now because there's other people.
Link in chats there. Jump out and get all of the things. Arias, please.
Yes, I am Lily. You can find me on Twitter at RockyPoppy. I don't post very often. I am usually writing in a dark corner somewhere. I do pop up on Emma's channel a little bit and on her Twitter, so you can also find me there.
Thank you kindly. Scuff.
Yes, I am Llama. I played Scuff, the charismatic, clumsy, chaotic man he has been today. You can find me on my channel, Skeptic Llama. I stream every Saturday, or at least try to stream every Saturday. It changes a little bit what we play, but we play the Pathfinder primarily, and we're having a great ass time. Right now, we're both traversing through Horror Asylum and currently diving into a chapel beneath a town that is ruined by creatures from the other world. So which one they will be, we will see. But I think we're gonna go through Asylum next time. So
Nice.
forward to that.
If you have Sirenscape, their Haunted Asylum sound set is fantastic and terrifying.
I will check it out.
One of my favorites. Okay, and Reese. We
I'm
lost
playing
you. Oh,
Reese.
okay.
You can, sorry,
It's good.
find me here, or also joining the D&D5e. So,
Toot.
Whee!
as Creepy Doll Boy.
Creepy doll.
Thank you very much. Yes, looking forward to playing together, along with other friends from QuestJunkiesUK here, Mike from Out of the Abyss and the Hunger of Ithrin, and Sam from Out of the Abyss as well. It's going to be a great incursion of phoenixes. I'm looking forward to it, my friend. Okay, and I am Finicus. And you can find us here playing lots and lots of D&D. Please swing on by whenever you have the time. It's always a pleasure to share our stories with you. And we will be setting off on a very special session in a matter of hours, as we are joined by a very generous donor from our previous charity streams, the fabulous Baron Dragonborn, who has been on the channel a couple of times before. And they will be joined by some very special guests, excuse me, as we have the pleasure of welcoming GM Workshop to the channel for the first time, and really welcoming once more the fabulous Darling Creep Show as well. And two of our favourites from the channel here, we have a great many, but Stephanie and Shez from the Phoenix Ueki cast will also be jumping in as we set off once more into the shelves of the Arcane Library. The fantastic Kelsey Dion, who, did we all see in the Discord? Friggin' Roll20 get Brendan Lee Mulligan, Quiddy, and everyone in to do a thing, and like, okay, what DM's guilds can we highlight using our Roll20 thing here? Yes, let's use the Arcane Library. So massive congratulations to Kelsey and everyone over there for that incredible hookup there. It was so tough to see that. And a big shout out to Kaz the DM as well, who was involved in all that Roll20 goings on this week, because they're celebrating. Now, that is happening 9 p.m. Eastern Friday today for you guys, most of you, or 10 a.m. Japanese time on Saturday here. And that'll bring us around to next week, when we have the Hunger of Ithrin, Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and Candlekeep Mysteries. An absolute pleasure as always, my friends. One last thing to do before we leave these adventurers under threat of Water Weird. Can I just say, so far I've attacked a Warforged and a Reborn with Water Weirds, both of which do not need to breathe, so I'm very much looking forward to something that can drown coming under the focus of these creatures. Okay, join us next time to see just what happens as Umbri's wrath comes tearing down.
I mean, to be fair, you will be attacking a sea elf, which also can't drown.
That's true.
Oh, no.
Keeping it real.
He doesn't want to drown.
Arias is the only one that's safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Relatively. I mean, this is relative term. Okay, thank you, everybody. That is all for today. We will see you all again very, very soon. But, yes, one last thing to do, and that is anyone going to make it just in time, Phantom? Sliding in under the closing door and grabbing their hat? No! They have their chance, but it is gone. Okay, today's copy of CZRPGs. Davenier's Pocketbook to Ravenloft. 5 new domains of dread. Character options, so all of your Ravenloft goodies goes to Robblejax. Congratulations to you. Well done, well done. Okay, so that will be heading your way soon. Alright, now, hey Zamora, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, good to have you. Okay, that's all for today, folks. Do stick around and let us head on raiding to some of our friends. I wonder if any of our stream team are on.
Congrats.
Actually, I should double check Robblejax is still in chat. I think so. Shock! Trauma! Scandal! In the giveaway world, Robblejax is no longer in... Oh, hang on. No, they're in the VIP section. Sorry, my bad. I forgot they got promoted. Sorry, Robblejax, if you're looking away there. Okay, so, my friends, let us go and say a big hello to our friends. Yes, our stream team buddies over at Sensei Suplex are on at the moment, so let us raid on into them and see how they're doing. Okay, folks, thank you so much, but it is time for us to say goodbye. So, you know what to do. Stick around for that raid, get yourself some dream pies, and we'll see you all again next time. Stick around for that raid if you've gone as phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we say around these parts, oh, Yosemite. Oh, Yosemite.
Yosemite.